So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel, man. Salute. And if you are preparing to take you a cruise, this might not be the video that you want to watch if you're scheduled for a cruise coming up soon, because I see it all the time. You know what I mean? Once you travel Carnival, you become a part of this group. You know what I mean? Whether it be on social media or something, and everybody's always talking about their cruise or just coming back from their cruise, and they sharing pictures and all of this type of stuff to get you excited for your cruise. I see it all the time. So I know a lot of people getting ready, so you might not want to watch this crazy video. But this here is 15 monster waves caught on camera. I don't think y'all understand sometimes how serious it can get out there in that ocean, bro. But I keep reminding y'all, so y'all keep seeing it over and over again, so you know it's not a game and you don't take it for granted when you out there, man. That sea has a mind of its own, and in the blink of an eye, it can get real dangerous. So we're gonna check this out. If you're new to the channel, man, please hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. Moment of silence for the haters. That's enough. Now run the likes up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Here we go.
And you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week. You often associate the sound of waves with serenity. But did you know it can sometimes become unbearable? It's best to see these 15 monster waves caught on camera from the safety of your home. Stay tuned to this channel for the juiciest topics on the planet.
Salute to the surfers, because y'all be looking for this dangerous stuff.
Teahupoo, Tahiti. With over 5 deaths and counting, the wave at Teahupoo is one of the deadliest in the world. If you do a quick Google search on surfer deaths at Teahupoo, you'll find related results. While some nearly died from their experience there, others never lived to tell the tale. The most notable death occurred in 2001 when Bryce Terrier, a local charger, was out surfing. He got sucked over the falls while trying to duck dive a 12-footer, broke his back in 3 places, and fell into a coma.
Jeez. Bro, do you see the height of that wave? Do you see that? Fam. Hitting water can feel like concrete, bro. Like, I think people just think it's gonna be a cushiony fall or a cushion impact because it's water. No, bro, it'll feel like concrete, hence them saying he broke his back. That stuff is hard, fam. Them waves is tough. Look at that, fam. That's higher than a building. That's higher than houses.
12-footer, broke his back in 3 places, and fell into a coma. He succumbed to the injuries 2 days later and died. His death is one of the most violent wave-related deaths in history. Puerto, Escondido, Mexico. Many tourists have been victims of Puerto Escondido waves. From Cassidy to Jay Adams to Noel Robinson, we can't shrug off the damage this wave has caused. The problem with this area is that many tourists may have died, and we don't have their records. However, recent improvements in lifeguard protection have positively affected the recent visitors. After Mark Healy nearly lost his life from the waves, he wondered how he didn't die, because death flashed before him several times. It took him a long time to recover from the shock. Waimea Bay, Hawaii. After Dickie Cross appeared at Waimea, the world was put on notice of how dangerous big wave surfing is. Cross and Woodry tried to paddle out at Sunset Beach when an aggressive northwest swell began filling in. As each set grew larger, the men paddled 2.5 miles.
One thing I keep seeing is the board. Bro, that board looks like it can turn into a weapon and impale you. The way I keep seeing it slide out, get turned, it hit the water, skeet, go fast, shoot back up, come down. Like, I'm seeing that thing shoot around like it can potentially be a weapon. Like, I always thought surfers were super dope, and then I just never paid attention or thought about the wave being this deadly and dangerous.
Began filling in. As each set grew larger, the men paddled 2.5 miles down to Waimea so they could make it to the beach. While Brown made it, Cross didn't. To this day, they have not found his body. It wasn't until years later that anyone would try their luck out on there. In 1995, California's Donnie Solomon died from the waves. The most recent death occurred in 2015 when the victim disappeared. His body.
Y'all saw that board, right? You saw the surfboard, right? Look at that green surfboard. Watch the green.
Recent death occurred in 2015.
Here it go, right here to the left. Look at it. Watch how it go shoot up.
When the victim disappeared.
Right then, just became a weapon, deadly weapon. It's a projectile.
His body was eventually found days later. Mavericks, California. Mavericks has given the big wave.
And count how many people. That's the thing, right? I don't know nothing about surfing, but how y'all supposed to be in the same place like that? Wouldn't that cause y'all to like collide with each other, making it even more dangerous? But I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people in the same vicinity. And that's not people that's not in the screen. There's probably more people to the left. Like, why is everybody bunched together? I would think that would be a problem.
Mavericks, California. Mavericks has given the big wave community a reason to pause and reconsider some decisions. It's a fast and furious wave that produces a rare left-hander. To make matters worse, it also has shark-infested waters, and sometimes it's foggy. Mark Fu's death in 1994 made the news for the wrong reasons. Another man died in 2011 for a related reason. Simon Miloski drowned, and Jacob Trett and his aspiring charger nearly died. It's been from one horrendous event to another. Mavericks instills a high dose of fear, anxiety, lack of confidence, and cold in the veins of everyone who tries to challenge it. It has a notorious reputation for being the deadliest wave on Earth. Nazare.
And then it's the other element that he didn't go in depth about. Sharks. Like, at this point, I think you surfers just want to go out there and just see if you can make it home that day. Like, you testing it. I did not know it was this. I knew it was somewhat dangerous, but not like this.
Nazare, Portugal. Also called Portugal's monster, Nazare is a gorgeous travel destination for adventurous tourists. It's one of the deadliest and biggest waves ever surfed. A Hawaiian once told a journalist that the ocean is not of riding waves, but death. The area is much larger because of the Nazare Canyon, and it's also so deadly that Maya Gabira, a big wave surfer, nearly died in 2013. In winter, the wave of North Beach is 50 feet high. On memorable days, it could go as high as 80 feet. In October of 2020, Antonio Laureano, a Portuguese surfer, surfed a 101-foot wave and survived. Teahupoo.
One thing I saw just then, though, is, I think it's right here. Watch this dude. Like, I think it's the next scene, but watch it, bro. Watch how the water, like, how you got to be up underwater a long time for that to kind of level off and calm down for you to be able to surface, right? Because you can't just surface once it takes you, so you got to be able to hold your breath and deal with that. That's too much. That's too much.
On memorable days,
watch.
It could go.
I think it's right here. Yeah. Watch how much come down in his area.
As high as 80 feet. In October of 2020, Antonio Laureano, a Portuguese surfer, surfed a 101-foot wave and survived. Teahupoo, or Jaws of Maui, Hawaii. According to the Maui guidebook, Teahupoo is the biggest wave surfed globally. Although the spot got its name from the famous Thriller, it is deceitful. Waves can sometimes be as high as 70 feet because the winter storm swells travel over a barrier reef. Surfers are towed into the breaking waves by jet skis to generate enough speed to surf the dangerous waves. Conditions change quickly here, as they can switch from a peaceful zone to a death-defying arena within seconds. Jaws became one of the most famous waves in the world after some expert surfers invented toe-in surfing. Dungeons, South Africa. Dungeons is a treacherous wave for many reasons. One reason you could be mindful of it is that its shark-infested beach is known for long hold-downs, icy waters, and enormous underwater boulders. It's because of these scary features that this spot got its name. Located off Cape Town's Hoot Bay, it's hosted many big wave competitions, like the Red Bull Big Wave Africa, which is open to only 24 contestants. Events like this aren't for amateur surfers, as they can't paddle out but be towed into the area by jet skis. Visitors who...
I don't even think this is for expert surfers. Bro, some of these waves, no, absolutely. And that's another thing, right? The little piece that connects you to the surfboard, that keeps you, you know what I mean? That way, if you fall off of it, you keep it. The thing that's hooked to your ankle, that, when it shoots out like that and comes right back at you, no.
Would love to watch the adventure from the top of a rock should go with a local trusted tour guide. Shipstern, Tasmania, Australia. Shipstern in Tasmania National Park is named after the terrific 250-foot wedge-shaped granite cliff. It's also only accessible by boat or a long and tiring trek through the park. Surfers can encounter 20-foot waves when they visit, as they're towed by a jet ski and thrown directly into the wave's path. Before Shipstern was surfed, locals believed it was a myth. Few had the guts to experience the waves firsthand. Another factor that discouraged them was that visitors needed to drive through Port Arthur to get to the trail.
I'm starting to think some of these surfers would literally surf a tidal wave if they could. That's how, you know what I mean? That's how ruthless, how heartless, how, like, they have no fear of none of this. They're fearless. Like, I legitimately think they surf a tidal wave if they could.
Needed to drive through Port Arthur to get to the trail. Cyclops, Australia.
Cyclops.
The Cyclops wave is just off the Esperance coast in Western Australia. It's also one of those locations accessed only by boat. It has the thickest and heaviest lips in the world. The depth changes so quickly, you can't imagine. When the swells roll in, they blast all of their might onto the razor-sharp coral, causing Cyclops to engulf themselves. While some expert wave riders would take on this challenge, others prefer to face the real Cyclops because it's the lesser evil. Kobe Aberton is the first to prove that Australia's Cyclops is not meant for human consumption. He tried it himself and came out with that shocking revelation.
Wow.
Cloudbreak, Fiji. Cloudbreak is known as Thundercloud Reef. It's also located off the coast of Fiji, about 3 miles straight south of Nametu Island. It's a world-class facility that's devoted to one of the most challenging waves in the world. The waves are incredibly fast and hit the reef from different angles. You need a jet ski and a tow board to get into its location. Surfers would never forget May 28, 2018, because it was the day the world's biggest waves rolled through Cloudbreak, Fiji. It was nicknamed Black Mamba, and you can guess why. The right, Western Australia.
Look at that. Just look at that.
You can guess why. The right, Western Australia. The right in Western Australia is one of the world's most unpredictable and dangerous waves. Brian, a famous surfer.
That's one of the things I'm starting to learn. Like, they have to know it's a lot more than just going out there swimming and catching a wave. Like, they got to know which way it's going to be able to surf it. They got to calculate so many different things out there. I see. As just from what I'm seeing from here.
Nearly died in 2012 while riding. He conquered it in an escape with his life intact. The waves reached 60 feet. To put this in perspective, it's 5 stories tall.
They did not just say 5 stories tall. Y'all out here surfing 5-story waves? Are you kidding me? Some people are scared to step on to the roof of a 5-story building because they don't like the feeling it gives and they're afraid of heights. Y'all are surfing a 5-story wave. So think about it. They're literally putting a surfboard at the top of a 5-story building and surfing down the side of that building. Put it in that perspective for some of y'all who can't see it here and can visualize a building though. Think about that. Put a surfboard on the side of a 5-story building and try to come down it. It's what these jokers is out here doing. Yeah, y'all crazy.
Top it off, it's located in the middle of nowhere, several miles out to sea. There are great white sharks everywhere. Because of the dangers that lie here, the area hasn't been surfed in the last decade. During the period it was explored, it provided some of the most horrific surfing experiences in history.
So does wipeout really mean wipeout, or is it supposed to mean like death? Because now I'm starting to think that has a way different connotation and meaning to it than I thought back in the day. I just thought like wipeout, it wiped them out. No, I'm thinking that might mean death now. Sheesh.
Nazare, Portugal. A shallow reef, hot-tempered locals, and urchins are some of the features of a dangerous wave. The cave has all these features. Little wonder it's described as Europe's heaviest wave. There are countless clips to prove this could be the worst place to visit. To give a sneak peek of the events that happen here, a professional surfer named Nick and his friend took a trip to the cave for an experiment. Nick had up to 4 wetsuits to give him some extra padding in case he hits the bottom. Going the extra mile to protect himself didn't guarantee his safety. His friend had broken his back while surfing at this location. This wave was discovered by bodyboarders and has proven to be a challenge even for the experts. And to our best pick.
I just can't get over the fact that knowing you know your friend broke his back doing this, probably in the same area, and you're still gonna do it and try. Like, that's different.
This entry features the world's most filmed, photographed, and competitive waves on the planet. Pipeline, Hawaii. The data from this wave is sickening. The pipeline has killed more surfers than any site in the world. Since 1989, over 7 surfers have died, while they have rushed several others to the hospital for injuries. In 2015, Evan Geiselman nearly paid the ultimate price there. He hit the bottom and became unconscious before another man heroically pulled him out to the surface. Resuscitation started promptly, and that was why he survived. Ask anyone who charges pipe frequently, and they'll narrate their near-death experience with the killer waves. The world's most famous wave is not so kind to spare beginners, intermediate, and even advanced riders with poor wave reading skills. The best time of the year to surf here is between October and March.
So what I'm hearing now is we gotta put people out here at these places to protect people from themselves. Because although you know it's inherently dangerous, extremely, extremely dangerous, there's still people going out there knowing the dangers and doing it. Like, we gotta protect people from themselves. This is crazy. No, fam, chill out. Find another hobby.
Lunada Bay, California, USA. Lunada is one of the best right handlers in California. This wave ranges between 6 and 20 feet. Although it's not so dangerous, the locals make it even more deadly. Locals, who are mostly men, often slash tires, fight, and throw stones at visitors who want to have a glimpse of the beach. Some people manage to go and return to find their vehicles vandalized and their valuables thrown inside the water. The authorities are handicapped and can't do anything about the situation. Every year, people drown due to dangerous currents in the surf. If Lunada Bay boys don't come after you, the waves would.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you'll get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works.
Try it.
Tarqua. Tarqua is a beach break located in the city of Edo in Lagos, Nigeria. The wedging peaks make this site an extremely fun place and an exciting ride. The community of local surfers also makes this place special. Visitors from across the country and continent gather to celebrate their support and passion for surfing. Sadly, this beach has one of the most dangerous waves globally, all thanks to pollution. Millions of industrial waste and sewage are pumped into the ocean yearly. It's normal to surf past garbage and on a few corpses too. Until next time,
Did y'all notice the cameraman? Excuse me. Did y'all notice the cameraman? The cameraman, bro, he's the MVP of that right there. He's the MVP of that right there. He was willing to sit in that wave to record and get that great video footage. You know what I mean? Shout outs to the cameraman. But that's even crazier to think that you're also swimming around trash and body and death, plus shark-infested waters. Nothing about this screams good. Hey man, I wouldn't recommend it now. I used to think surfing was super cool. I used to have a surfing video game. I could never do it, but I used to think it was like super, super dope to see them like tackle those waves, bro. But I didn't know the massive amount of injuries, the massive amount of deaths that occurred. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Wow. Just to see and hear and the significant back injuries, like, wow. This is extremely insane. You know what I'm saying? But people live for this day in and day out. So y'all get at me in the comment section, man. Do y'all know a crazy surfer that you have to kind of protect him from himself? Put it in the comment section. This was 15 monster waves caught on camera, man. Y'all get at me and let me know what you think, and stick around and stay tuned. Till the next one I'm calling. Peace.